Developing right now, Gwinnett County Police are searching for a 44-year-old father they say killed his own baby. We broke this story on Channel 2 Action News at noon. Channel 2's Gwinnett County Bureau Chief Tony Thomas is live in Peachtree Corners, where witnesses say that the man pleaded for help. Tony?
Craig, witnesses say this all occurred in one of the lower back apartments here in this apartment complex just off Peachtree Corners Circle. Charles Hamilton was home alone with the 3-month-old when he came running out to neighbors asking them to call 911. Neighbors tell me Hamilton claimed his daughter, Adriana, 3 months old, wasn't breathing well, and he may have put her blanket around her too tightly. This is a picture of Charles Hamilton given to us by Gwinnett Police. Police say an autopsy revealed the 3-month-old had brain bleeding and broken ribs. Investigators and neighbors say the baby's mother had left the child with the biological father while she went to a nearby laundromat. Now, the baby was taken to the hospital but died a few days later. Police have since charged Hamilton with felony murder, but say now they can't find him. That picture of that GMC Yukon you saw there is similar to what police believe he may be driving. He has an address on Roswell Road in Atlanta, but again, they say they haven't been able to find him since September 12th, the day before they filed murder charges on him. Live in Gwinnett County, Tony Thomas.
YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Trey back again, hit you with a video. This video right here is very sad because it involves basically a newborn child, 3-month-old baby. And pretty much this baby was taken out of this world by the main person that was really supposed to protect her, which is who? Her dad. You know, and it's very sad that you have to do stories like this, especially when it is the dad's job, the father's job, to look after his child. It's bad enough trying to protect your child from all these pedophiles and murderers and just people with evil, perverted natures. Then also you have to protect your child from someone that supposedly have loved the child. Now, if you're the mom, picture yourself going somewhere, taking care of business, you leaving your baby home with your supposed to be husband or boyfriend or man, whatever, but y'all have a child together. Now, just think about you going out there, you taking care of business, you might be paying bills, you might be going grocery shopping, and the last thing on your mind is the person that you actually laid down and had conceived this child with would be the man want to take this child's life. That rarely will cross anybody's mind, because if it does, it's like, okay, why still be with the person? So you would think that your child would be in good hands. You know, I ain't talking about Allstate neither. I'm talking about you think your child will be in good hands with the main person who's supposed to love her and protect her, which is the dad, you know. And it's very sad because I talk highly of fathers, good fathers that take care of their children and protect their home and protect their children also. And it's very sad that you would have men who would be so low down and dirty to hurt the child, no matter if the child's a newborn or if it's however old. You know, you're not supposed to do that. But this story anyway, it comes out of Georgia, and I'm not surprised because we hear a lot of stuff about Georgia in the news, and it pretty much says like this: a man charged with killing baby arrested at the airport. So I guess he was trying to get the hell out the country. The 3-month-old girl, Adriana Hamilton, appears to have died from injuries suffered at the Peachtree Corners apartment where she lived. And some of you all in that area might know where those apartments there. But anyway, this story comes out of Peachtree Corners, Georgia. A man accused of killing his 3-month-old daughter in Gwinnett County was arrested at the airport on Saturday. The FBI said agents arrested Charles Hamilton, 44, of Atlanta after he stepped off a Delta flight from the Dominican Republic earlier in the week. Hamilton's SUV had been located at Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. So I guess he had went, they said he had went to Dominican Republic. So why didn't he stay over there? Why, if you go way over there to the Dominican Republic, you would come back if you already facing murder charges? I don't understand that. So what made him come back? I do not have a clue. The point is, he shouldn't have done it, but I don't understand that. Why leave? It didn't come back. That's crazy. Now, the FBI said Hamilton would be returned to Gwinnett County, where he would face murder charges, cruelty to children, and aggravated assault charges in the death of Adriana Hamilton, which he's looking at automatically life sentences if they don't try to give him the death penalty. But I doubt it. Being Georgia, they just most likely would give him life. Anyway, Adriana was brought to the Children's Health Care of Atlanta Scottish Rite on Saturday, September the 9th, after police were called to the apartment in Peachtree Corners where she lived. The original complaint stated that she was having problems breathing. Now, that's very strange right there. But hospital staff noticed other injuries, including fractured ribs and bleeding from her brain, which she was just very rough with this little baby. And you already know, people that have children, one thing you cannot be with a newborn, especially a baby that's still in the developmental stages, is be very rough with that child. You cannot grab the child hard. You cannot even shake the child. You can't even move them too fast, you know, because they little brain and stuff be bouncing off the little skull, and they're very fragile. You know, even top of the head real soft. So he was basically probably just treating this child just like he didn't even give a damn about the child. You know, I don't understand that, how you do that with your own child right there. How can you fracture her ribs and have her bleeding from the brain? You was very abusive to that child. Probably was picking the child up, throwing the child against the sofa, or probably letting the child fall. Who knows? But that's very sad. That's a bad way to die, you know. Man, that's sad. I mean, the little baby never even had a chance to live, basically. The case was assigned to a Gwinnett County police detective, and it was determined that the injuries happened while the child was in her father's custody, said police spokesman Corporal Michelle Piera. Hamilton was reportedly at the apartment caring for her on September the 9th, while the baby's mother went to a laundromat to wash clothes. So the mom basically out there taking care of business while the dad at home killing the child. That's very sad right there. Then when you look at the guy, that's why they said you have to be careful the people that you let around you in your life also, because if you look at this guy looked just like any normal regular person. But trust me, just like the old story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, there's two sides to everybody, just like it's three sides to a story. Your side, their side, and the truth. But there are two sides to people. You got the good side and you got the bad side. We all have that in us. It's what we call the two wolves. You know, the old Indian tale, the folklore that they tell. And which wolf will you feed the most? And whichever wolf you feed, if you feed the good side the most, guess what? You'll be a better person. But if you feed the evil side, guess what? You're going to be a more evil person. So you can pretty much tell that this right here was a wolf in sheep clothing, basically fronting like to this woman, because I'm sure the last thing a mom want to know. And also, you all can let me know in the comment section, if you were a man and you have any inkling of a thought that he would hurt your child, what would you do? Would you not take your child away from him? Would you not try to seek shelter and refuge somewhere else away from this animal? Because that's what he pretty much is. But when you look at the picture of him, you know, he looked just like any regular person. But why in the hell would he leave the country, then come back in? I don't understand that, just to get locked up, you know, even though he should be locked up. I don't understand his train of thought on that one right there. You already gone, you know. But I don't know if the Dominican Republic have extradition procedures. I don't know. Maybe you all can tell me in the comment section. But I know certain places you can go to, no matter what it is, they won't let you get extradited. You can stay there as long as you don't violate none of their laws right there. But at the same time, I want to know what you all think also, especially the dads also, because I hear a lot from the women, a lot from the females, the moms, those who are moms giving their opinions. But we need to hear also more from the men also, far as, you know, what do you feel is your responsibility as, you know, being the father of your child, you know, no matter if it's a girl or a boy, you know. And how would you feel if the shoe was on the other foot and you left your child there with the mother, and you going to the laundromat, or you going out handling business, taking care of business, and you get a phone call, or you come back and your child is dead, you know, basically beaten to death, you know, almost beaten to death pretty much, because you have to put a lot of pressure to fracture some ribs. So let me know how you feel if you was going somewhere taking care of business and you get a phone call, or you come back home and the female that you're with says that your child has been beaten to death, or not beaten to death, I mean, excuse me, something happened to your child, and they acting like they don't know what happened to the child. But, you know, you could tell that the child been physically abused in some kind of way. I mean, how would you feel as a dad? Because there's also women that does this type of thing. Matter of fact, I'm not going to say it's more, but I know it's about even, if not more. Because, you know, women be having these, what they call that, when the women be having these children, then they start feeling depressed and start wanting to hurt the children. Some kind of little, some illness that they call it. I can't think of it. So let me know in the comment section if you all know what that means also. But this is very sad that we had a little precious angel taken away from us, because that's what they are, you know, especially, you know, when they're that young. And it's sad that this child did not even live to even make 1 year old, better yet 6 months old. And I also know that, you know, we all got our own set in time when we supposed to come into this world and leave. But that's sad right there. You know, I'm not cool with that at all right there. And I want to know what you all think also, the real men out there, and how would you all have responded if you would have got a call and a female would have told y'all? And women, you can also chime in too. How would you feel if you would have, if that was you, if that was your baby? The fellas also, how would you feel if that was your child? So let me know in the comment section, man, because it's very sad and strange a bit, the world that we live in today. It's like you could expect anything, you know. I mean, you got people killing young babies, you got children killing old folks. I mean, this world is really going to hell in a handbasket very fast. But anyway, let me know what you all think. Till next time, stay blessed, love your children, because if you shouldn't have had them if you ain't gonna take care of them. And if you don't want them, give them to somebody else that'll want them. I'm sure somebody else will love to have a child, because you got a lot of people that can't even have children. So before you think about hurting your child, give your child to somebody that would love that child and take care of that child, because it's not that child's fault that you don't want them. You know, think about that today. Anyway, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Till next time, stay blessed, stay vigilant. I'm out.